Listen up, slap nuts. Dude Sweet is part of the Project Nerd Podcast Network. Project-nerd.com for all your nerdly needs, or dudesweetcast.com for fucking everything else, brah.
And if you didn't know,
now you know.
Now you know. But we are not experts on anything we say here. These are just our opinions, people.
Yep.
We're just two dudes trying to help all dudes of every background, gender, what have you, be better, sweeter dudes at the end of the day.
That's what it's all about. Suck it.
Suck it.
Everybody's good.
Everybody good. You're still peeking a little. It's all right.
I'm gonna peek all over the place.
Don't say it like that, please.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Dude Sweet.
Dude Sweet, because in Mother Russia, the podcast listen to you.
Is that true?
Yes.
Shout out to all of our Russian listeners.
Shout out to Yuri, my boy Yuri. Listen, Vladimir, not Putin, not that piece of meat.
No Putins, please. Dude, I just bought a Russian hockey jersey.
Did you?
Oddly enough,
Of
Pavel,
who?
it's the Russian, their national team, Pavel Bure, who was my favorite player when I was a kid. I think he's tied to the Russian mafia, so shout out Pavel Bure.
With all respect and no disrespect, shout out.
Yep. No disrespect. But I want to go see the Canucks.
I'm not John Wick. I can't take him on.
He was on the Canucks, and I want to go see the Canucks play the Avalanche soon. So I was like, I gotta have a jersey.
Yeah,
but I don't want any of those teams' jerseys.
I'm not saying anything because I don't want to get Canucked up. So.
Hey, there he is.
Me?
My name.
Is that me?
My name is Ian Douglas Terry.
And my name is Brian Keith Nelson, a.k.a. Blaxican Thunder.
There it is. Smooth as silk.
Yeah. I don't know about silk.
Is that your Halloween shirt?
This is the closest thing I have to a Halloween shirt. This is the closest thing I have. La Sombra.
This is technically Halloween.
There you go. Yeah,
we're recording this on Halloween. It's not going to come out on Halloween.
It's not, but I mean, happy Halloween. If this wasn't going to be a complete disaster to do, I'd just show the decor around here because it's pretty.
You got some spooky decor?
Yeah, but I mean, also, someone listens to true crime podcasts a lot, so there's a lot of spookiness going on.
Yeah, you got to have some spooky. It's spooky season, baby.
But she likes Ouija boards. I'm not.
Yeah?
Got a Ouija board pillow, a little Ouija board hoodie, a Ouija board little keychain thing. I'm just like, okay. No, goodbye. Get that away from me.
Okay.
I'm cool.
Hey, to each their own. That's what I say.
Fuck that. Not around me. Not around me.
Have you watched the new Halloween film?
Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Yes. Yes. All right. So I've already spoken to Joseph about this.
Okay.
And
lay it on me.
So
spoilers ahead.
Spoilers ahead for Halloween Kills for anyone who doesn't know. I went into this and I was just like, let's just see what happens. Because you know what? Halloween 2018 probably had to be one of my favorite horror movies in recent years.
Yeah.
It was a great slasher. It was a great return to form for Michael Myers and John Carpenter and them all doing that. It was fantastic. It was awesome. Loved it. This was definitely just like the fill-in between the third movie. And they were just like, you know what? We're gonna let's almost have a point where we're just like, are we cheering for Michael Myers in this movie now?
Yeah.
Like, do we? Because he just that's the dumbest town of all time. Like,
big time. Absolutely.
Yo, come on. Y'all start chanting Evil Dies Tonight. I was just like, I hear America, make America again. Just all over. I just hear all these chants, just all in my head, and if I'm going for the wrong person, so all this blind fury, I'm like, all right, I get it. But Michael is a savage. That man, oh my, I didn't know it was gonna be John Wick until he opened up with the firefighters and just started fucking. I was like, at this point, if he picks up a gun, this is about to turn into John Wick in this little ass town. But he didn't need it. He's just walking around, just fucking. Just everybody, just
because I watched the Netflix has that Movies That Made Us, and they just did Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's like how those movies were created.
Yeah.
And Halloween's always been my favorite because
It's been great.
It was like the first, out of those, and like Michael Myers was always just kind of like that because they call him the Shape. He's just a shape. Like he's just a shape.
Yeah. And it was always that kind of very like nondescript. You're like, this is a person, but they're referring to him as like the Shape because they don't know what to call him. And it's just like, that's how he moves. You're like, what the fuck? Like, one thing he's there and he's not.
Yeah, 2018 was awesome. I remember going to the theater. I went with Brandon to the theater and watched it, and I was like, that was awesome. It was like Home Alone with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I thought, I was like, all right, this one's going to be like, so pretty much if I had swapped my views, well, not swap my views because I didn't go in with high on Kills anyway, but Kills is probably what I thought Halloween 2018 was going to be.
Yeah.
And Halloween 2018 was great.
Yeah.
Again, not that it's bad. Not that Kills is bad. It's great. It's entertaining. But I would just say to the Halloween universe equivalent, Halloween Kills definitely veered off to the Fast and Furious route.
It really did.
It did. It just veered off to just like, street races. Now we just rob banks in different countries. Yeah. So now this one, it was just like, I killed 4 people fucking 40 years ago. And now I just murdered a town of 70 people in less than an hour. Yeah. Like, I just mauled through an entire... I just went... And they just ran at me. They pretty much ran into my knife like, hi, Big John. Oh, there you go. Oh, hi, Little John.
So here's where the spoilers come in.
Yeah.
This movie starts off at the end of the last movie. And it's a lot of like, all this stuff just happened. Oh, like Jamie Lee Curtis, we got to take her to the hospital. Oh, this is crazy. And then it like reveals that like all the survivors from the older movies get together every year on Halloween and have a karaoke jam, which is just like,
it's so like, come on, y'all.
That's fucking weird. That's so weird. They're just like doing karaoke, but then having speeches about how Michael Myers ruined their lives.
I like how the dude who brought him up was full on doing a straight up stand up set. Yeah. And was just like, let me bring on one of the best speakers I've known. And he just comes on and just like, we almost all fucking died 40 years ago. No. Don't fucking forget. We almost fucking died. But I made it. He made it. She made it. She made it. And every year we choose to relive this shit.
By
this
doing
is the 40th time.
Like, they're not like at an AA meeting type thing. They're at a bar doing karaoke.
It's even worse. They're at a bar. It's just like, let's just get drunk and just make all this emotional torture even worse.
Yeah. Which then leads to them forming a vigilante gang of all the people. And then they like want to kill Michael Myers, and they wind up killing a dude that's not him. Because it's like, listen, crowds of people chanting are always bad.
Yeah. I was like, wow, you guys are just attacking for no reason whatsoever.
And then Michael Myers gets his mask pulled off, and he's just a bald dude. Which...
Just a dude.
That's all he should be.
He's just a dude, which is it.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be the Joker for a second. There was going to be a tie-in. He's become the Joker.
Which one?
Probably the Jared Leto one. Just because that'd be the worst. But... And then all of a sudden, all these people, like how many people? 30 people surround him and just start beating his ass and shoot him and stab him. And you're like, oh, this is clearly the end of the movie, but they've already announced there's going to be a third one, and you know it's supposed to be 3.
Yeah.
So how does this like single murder guy get out of having a gang of people beating his ass and killing him? And it turns out he just kills them in slow motion one by one.
Pretty much. Pretty much, they figure out the game plan is, one by one, that's where the bread and butter is. Sticking together throughout this whole movie, please, we don't need that. Ganging up on one dude, come on.
Yeah.
Child's play.
I want to see like a wide shot of them all just waiting their turn to get killed. Like each person's like, all right, now you. Okay, now you. Because it's like just jump on him. All of you jump on him.
I like how they're standing by like this is an arcade game and Michael is like the player controlled person and it's just fucking round after round just going through.
Yeah. And so that's basically how that ended. It's like, all right. No, evil could never die is the...
Yeah, they were just like, evil and Michael Myers has tormented our family for 40 years. No, lack of therapy.
Yeah.
And conversation has
also
for 40 years.
You fuckers could have moved away.
A different town. You still live in the same place.
Yeah.
It ain't that nice there. Come on. Come on.
So
you may call it home, but guess what? I'm gonna stay in the same state, but I'm gonna live somewhere with a fuck else.
And don't celebrate a tragic event with karaoke.
But okay, so
there's no one having a 9/11 karaoke jam. Well, I take that back. There might be. For knowing how fucking douchey New York is.
Doing karaoke like we didn't start the fun. That's just...
Got him.
That's bad. But see, this movie at least explains my issue with the end of the 2018 movies. I was like, why is no one unloading every bullet they have imaginable into Michael Myers while they're like, yo, come on. If you don't just shoot this motherfucker in the face as much as you can.
It's very weird. Like, but that one, at least they like locked him in a thing and it was on fire. So it's like, that should get rid of him. But
you know what? I don't know why anime people, like, I don't like, as a fellow anime person, I don't know why you fucking overly like obsessive people with anime get mad at plot armor. Fucking horror movie icons are nothing but plot armor.
Yeah.
Like, for real? Come on.
Like, you could have chopped his head off when they were all gang beating him. Like,
you can't kill this fool? Like, he was not, first of all, we saw a flashback to young Michael Myers when they were trying to explain why he felt guilty. That Michael Myers was fast. This Michael Myers, not so much. He's just a little bit bigger. You can't catch him now? You can't. There's technology. Y'all can't shoot him? Nobody. You know what? Hold on. Nigga, I saw your ass chanting with them white people, and you got motherfucking dreadlocks. You ain't got a goddamn gun. And then, hold the fuck on. Don't even, we gonna talk about people with guns? How you gonna come up there? Oh yeah, I shot a gun before. And then you go to shoot the gun, it backs off. It fucking hits your gun with the door from the back of the car. Yep. You fucking turn it and you're like, oh, my finger should still pull the trigger at this point. Like, what are you?
There were some of the kills were very funny.
That was a doctor. That was a doctor.
Doctor shot herself in the face.
Doctor, what are you talking about?
So what's your prediction for how they're going to end it? For how this third movie is? Because the third movie will definitely pick up right where this one ends. Like, how are they going to kill this dude? How is Michael Myers going to die?
I don't know if he'll actually die.
Okay.
Or what it will take to end him. However, I think with this, and just fucking knowing the Halloween series, I think if Jamie Lee Curtis isn't the one to end it with Michael, she's going to die probably halfway through or a good chunk into the movie.
Yeah.
And her granddaughter will be the one to end it. But I don't think the granddaughter will live either.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm going to put that honestly, out there. Like, and if she does, lock her ass up in the insane asylum. It's probably going to be some shit like that.
Yeah.
It might be something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, granted, but see, that's the thing. If I predict it based off of the first movie, it's a completely different prediction how the third one ends. But basing it off of the second one, it's like, this is what I got for you. This is just what I got for you.
It got real silly.
It did. Like, fucking, I didn't know I was watching a Doom movie. He came out of the fire. I was just like, oh shit, this is what the fucking demons feel like every time the Doomslayer comes in. Just like, oh, he's back.
He's completely invincible. Like, you can't even shoot him and stab him.
That, To me, that's the issue, and that's what takes when you overexpose the character, because the original Michael Myers got around a lot by sneaking in the shadows. Like, he wasn't always up front with somebody. Like, he was doing a lot of, he was vigilant,
stalking. He was basically like a stalker.
Basically, he mastered like Siphon Filter and Metal Gear Solid and all that shit. If he mastered all of that in IRL. So now for him to just go completely, oh, okay, like I can, which cool, but he's just going and everyone, I'll fight everybody in the middle of the fucking street right here instead of let me draw some of you guys over here, and then while you guys chase me, maybe I fucking cut someone from the bushes from around the corner or some shit, and then take you guys out around here, or make my way and then sneak, like just fucking leave bodies going through the entire neighborhood instead of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you guys jump me, feel like you got it. And then the person who fucking stabbed them in the back and instead of the fucking head.
Yep. That's just dumb. Like, you clearly know that this dude...
I was like, you're sequel baiting. I was like, so basically Halloween Kills was clickbait. Halloween Kills was clickbait for Halloween Ends. It was clickbait. Not bad. It was entertaining. It was entertaining, at least. I will say that. It was entertaining.
Like, what are the ways you can kill someone that can't... Like, you're going to freeze him? Are you going to freeze him? You're going to
put him in a
freezer?
I want to explain this. I've never actually killed anybody. I've never murdered anybody.
Allegedly.
No, there's no legend. I have not done these things. Have not. No, there's no allegedly. I have not. No, I haven't. However, I would think thoroughly and properly burning somebody to a crisp would pretty much get the problem done. Yeah. Decapitating the head from the body seems like a pretty good thing that you can do. It seems like a pretty solid plan. It seems like a pretty solid plan to me. It just because now at this point, if the head is still moving away from the body for a prolonged time, or if the body starts moving, any of that, now you know, okay, at least what I'm dealing with definitely isn't normal.
Yeah.
So let me burn everything.
Yeah.
But
so it's funny to think, like, what if this is just like a zombie movie, and it's that they have not paid attention to how to kill a zombie. Like, they're like stabbing him in the chest and back, shooting him in the chest.
Zombie movies like, don't exist in this universe.
But they're like, maybe we should chop this thing's head off. Like,
something.
It's gonna be. It better be awesome. Like, him getting finally killed better be awesome, or he just lives forever.
Yeah,
he gets like a nice house.
He Dexters it. He goes and becomes a lumberjack.
Yeah. Or like, what's his goal? Just to kill everyone in that town?
I couldn't tell you. He wants to murder and go home.
Okay.
He just wants to murder and go home. Apparently that's all he wants. That's how he spent his childhood days. Just like, let me just murder and go to my room.
Yeah.
And stare out. And just stare into the window and just stare at myself, apparently, which is what Judy Greer's character was saying. Yeah. Just like, he just stares at the window. It's like, maybe he's staring into himself. We're going to realize the monster's inside of all of us all along.
And it's always like, you have to have like a satisfying, like, there has to be a...
No, you don't. You don't have to.
Well, yeah. But
it'd be nice.
There should be like a weakness. Like, there needs to be like one little thing that if they can figure it out, like Star Wars, the Death Star, there was like, even if it's super improbable, there's like this one little spot, and if you shoot it just right.
Yeah.
And that's why this is just kind of like, I don't know, what are they going to do? Shoot him into space? Like,
yeah. I mean, hey.
They did that to Jason. He went to space.
Jason
that was
went
a great
space.
movie.
Fucking fantastic. I love Jason X. I love it. It's great. Michael Myers in space, though.
Because it's like, he still has a human body, even if he's the embodiment of pure evil.
Yes. And see, that's the thing, too. Are they going... I don't know if the third movie is just going to squeeze in the fact that in, like, the fourth or fifth movie, Michael was a part of some cult shit, so that's why he can live forever and he's immortal, whatever the fuck ever or something. Yeah. But Jamie Lee Curtis was also saying the more he kills, it seems like the more stronger he becomes or whatever. So it's like, all right, are we saying he's supernatural? The director's saying he's not supernatural. It's like, all right, but someone's not supernatural. How the fuck are they getting back up from this?
And it seems like, watching how the first movie was made, where they were just kind of like, oh, this would be kind of cool. They had no real plan. They just wanted to make a movie. That's like where the art just becomes confusing, because it's like decades later and people are like, we need meaning in this, and it's like, there is no meaning.
There's no meaning. There's absolutely no meaning. You know what? Hey, Rob Zombie, here, you go ahead and direct a few movies of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I had a good time watching it. It made me laugh. It was But I was just like, oh damn, Michael's a savage. He's a beast. So at least in terms of him as a slasher character, he's reestablishing himself as the OG.
Yeah.
Coming in here, he's just like, let me show you motherfuckers how it's done. Just slice. I know Cindy and Scream are coming back. Whatever the Scream mask are coming back. But Michael's like, nah. I've been here. I've been here.
Oh man.
But
so
yeah, that was it.
I went to another country. Can I tell you about it?
Yes, let's talk about that. 20 minutes after dissecting a Halloween movie.
Hey, sometimes we got to get the important shit out of the way.
I'm fine with it. It is what it is.
You got to get right into it.
Hey, I love talking about movies. It's a great time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We can always talk about movies. So I went to Costa Rica.
That's right.
And how I wound up deciding on Costa Rica is because there was a sale. In my very traditional Midwestern frugal shit.
Yep.
Southwest had a sale.
There you go.
I looked at what foreign countries I could go to. Costa Rica was the first one that popped up. My parents have been there like 5 or 6 times and said it was awesome. So I'm like, let's go. Okay. Costa Rica.
Hell yeah.
It was like just under $300 round trip, which is great. It's great. Like,
how long is the flight?
So the flight, you go to Houston from Denver. That's like hour and a half, close to 2 hours. And then Houston down to San Jose was 3. So it's not terrible.
Okay.
It's like 5 to 6 altogether.
Okay. That's not far.
Yeah, dude. But it was like traveling, especially into another country during COVID, is very interesting.
Yeah. So what's that like? What is it like? What's changed from?
So not
before?
A ton. And I'm guessing if I was going somewhere, because Costa Rica, Belize, a lot of the countries whose economy heavily hinges on tourism.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to get open as soon as possible. So they're trying to make it work. While you have like other countries that are just like, Americans, stay the fuck out until you figure your shit out.
Don't come over here. We don't need your disgusting diseases over here.
Like I want to go to Vietnam. It's probably going to be like a year or 2 before I can go there.
Yeah. They're like, don't come this way.
Yeah. But so Costa Rica, you basically you have to fill out this form that's just like, I think it's something health form. And it's, if you had the vaccine, you didn't have to get travel insurance.
Oh, okay.
That was basically it. And so it's like, and like I went on, there's a Costa Rica travel Reddit, and I went on there, and there were people that got stuck in Costa Rica, like Americans that went there and got COVID.
Oh, so they got COVID there at Costa Rica. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Which, I mean, it does make sense, because if they're open for tourism, that's
a travel hub, so people would be exposed to it. Exactly.
And so on their end, they're like just trying to get everybody vaccinated, keeping everything super safe. Like Denver, allegedly the numbers are going up again, whatever, but like I've barely worn a mask, like the gym and a couple other spots. But when we go to like breweries and stuff, everyone's just kind of back to normal. But there it was like masks. Like I wore a mask for almost 12 hours because it was the lift ride to the airport, at the airport, on the plane, at the next airport, on the plane, at that airport, cab ride to the hotel, and then finally taking it off in San Jose was incredible. Like it was the best.
I bet it's like, relief. I bet, man.
But then the alternate of that, to get back in the U.S., you had to take a COVID test 72 hours before you flew back.
Oh, okay.
And up until like a month ago, you had to actually go into a place and get it done. So it was kind of a hassle.
Oh, shit.
But the FDA approved this at-home thing. So literally, like, we got up Saturday morning, you use your phone, scan the thing, a person pops up, and they walk you through taking the test, and they look at your result 10 minutes later, and you're done. Like, it's the easiest thing ever.
Hell yeah. Super easy.
Yeah, but basically, it was a very interesting trip. Like, I'd almost want to say spiritually, but not so much.
Really?
because like I didn't really know a ton about Costa Rica, just like a little bit. And my parents go there a lot, and like I know it's like a lot of Americans move there. It's like big expat communities there.
Okay.
And so like it's always been interesting, but to me it never really seemed that different than other Central American countries. And like, but so a side effect of us booking when we did is we booked for this time frame, October. October is the rainy season there.
Oh.
But so Costa Rica is in Central America. There's a Pacific side and a Caribbean side. Caribbean side, not a lot of tourists go to. Pacific side's like where all the tourists go, all the crazy cool shit. There's a volcano, there's all this stuff. That side during October is just drenched. It's just constant rain. So we were like, well, fuck it, we'll go to the Caribbean side.
Yeah.
Come to find out, the Caribbean side's where Costa Ricans go to get away from white people. So it was awesome. It was the best. Like, it was so cool. But like, you basically fly into San Jose, which this is my first time being in Central America. And I think you have like a vague kind of how you think it's going to be.
Yeah, you kind of make up in your mind like, okay, this is what I think it would look like.
And mine definitely wasn't like this is a third world country, like none of that shit. But it was like it's gonna be different. How different is it gonna be?
Yeah.
And like we land, and we were supposed to have an airport shuttle, but that wasn't gonna come for like another 90 minutes. And there's all these cab driver dudes just hustling. Like, where are you going? I'll take you. Where are you going? Like, like, come on, jump in my cab. Where are you going?
Yeah, come on.
And this dude, like, he's like, asked us where we're going, and we're like, oh, we're waiting for the shuttle for this hotel. He's like, I'm gonna call him. And he calls the hotel, and he's like, what time's your shuttle coming? He's like, that's no good. And he's like, I'll take you there, $20. So it was like, wait 90 minutes, or just jump in with this dude.
Yeah.
And I thought he was a cab driver. No, this dude just had a regular ass car.
Just a guy. Like, yo, y'all want to ride? Give me some cash. I got you.
Yeah. And so we jump in with him.
And that's how Ian got abducted in Costa Rica. Who are you? Who is this stranger I'm talking to?
But it's like nighttime. So it's like, all right, this is exciting. And he's like, oh, I'll take care of it. Like what? And then
it's like, all right, man.
He takes, and on the way there, he's like, so asking us all about where we're going. And we're like, oh, we're going to the Caribbean side. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, how much are you paying to get there? And he's like trying to be like, oh, I'll take you there. And I was like, dude, I already booked like a shuttle.
Yeah, I already got everything booked. I know you're trying to come in clutch and be my personal driver for this weekend, but it's not going to happen that way, my man.
But I wish he would have been, because he was a cool dude.
Okay, but, hell yeah. Shout out to the cool guy.
Yeah. And then like Melody took out, she was smart and I wasn't as smart, because like money there, in my mind, I was like, I'll just hit an ATM, get some colones, and just be like, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. And she took out a bunch of American money. And then when we got there, there's an exchange thing. She just walks up, hands it to the person, gets the colones. I'm standing at this ATM and I can't figure it out. I'm like, so I wound up just being like, I'm going to Venmo you for half of that and we'll figure it out. And she's like, perfect.
She's like, you should. She's like, no, you should have went and fucking got it.
Because I wasn't ready to have to do math every time I paid for something. Because it's like $1 equals 600 colones. So you have to do like this whole like, and all the bills are like 5,000, like 2,000. And it's like, oh no.
It's like, why are you trying to do all of this?
Yeah. But that was like literally the only hurdle, because English, everybody was pretty good. And apparently so the Caribbean side of Costa Rica was originally, so there were indigenous people who I got to hang out with some of them.
Nice.
And then when they were building the railroad across Costa Rica, they brought in a ton of like Jamaicans and Caribbean islanders. And so the original town on that side was an English speaking town founded by Jamaicans.
Hey!
Yeah. And so that side, like the native language besides the Bribris, which are the indigenous, is English, and then later it became Spanish. So it was
look at that.
It was very interesting historically. But like, so we get into that hotel, it's kind of late, we're both just completely out of it, go to bed. We have to get up at 5 a.m. for a 4-hour shuttle.
Ooh, shit.
Because that's how you get from San Jose out.
Yeah, you gotta hit them little roads out there.
Yeah, and in my mind, I'm like, man, this is gonna suck, but oh well, I'll just sleep. I didn't sleep because the ride was fucking awesome. Like, it was the most scenic. Like, you go up from San Jose into these mountains, and it's jungle mountains.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I finally understand why the Rocky Mountains are named the Rocky Mountains.
Because when you see that, you're like, holy shit. These mountains are just nothing but tree. And
they're just green.
Just,
like, covered.
Like, good Lord.
Yeah. And so it's a 4-hour drive, but you're just the scenery, just seeing, like, just how everything is. And then you stop and grab food at a place, get some empanadas. Like, it was just.
Oh, delicious.
And then we get to basically where we stayed. So Limon was the top town. Now, see, I'm going to forget San something. But we were on Playa Chiquita. So Chiquita Beach.
Uh-huh.
And it's like no one. Like, the beach itself, there was like 10 people. And it's like the kind of beach where it's like this much sand and then just shitload of trees. So it's like super shady.
Oh.
It was the best.
Nice.
But we basically, like, the community there, once you get out there, it's like there's all kinds of expats. Like, you meet almost every person you meet's from somewhere else. Like a different country who visited there and just loved it.
And just decided to stay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then there's also like a huge like surf. Certain times of the year there's like massive waves, so you have like surf people.
It's a good surf spot then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, apparently it's one of the best, but while we were there it was low.
Point Break, bruh.
Yeah. So big surf. There were so many
Johnny,
like
tsunami, all that surf. What's up?
So many Rastafarian dudes. Who were all just great. Like,
yay!
So it's very interesting because you have like the Caribbean influence and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, and it's
damn, I want to go to Costa Rica.
Dude, Costa Rica. Especially
I definitely want to travel when I have the money to travel freely and not have to worry about paying shit. But
and that was the crazy thing, is how cheap. Like, their expensive is my kind of normal.
No shit.
Yeah. So basically the activities we had planned, Melody had booked like a hike / tour with a lady through Airbnb.
Oh,
because we got an Airbnb. It was like $60 a night. It was one of the coolest places I've ever. Like, everything's so cheap. It was like this Canadian couple built a bunch of like super modern like cabanas, and so and then made like a jungle around it. Like, it was so cool.
That's fucking awesome.
Where there's like, you hear howler monkeys at night, and it's like, dude, it was like, it's jungle. It's not like,
it's like, we're out here.
I love Puerto Rico, but their little rainforest, it's just a little rainforest.
It's just a little rainforest.
Yeah, it's just a little rainforest. It's nice, it's cool, but this is like, and Costa Rica also has the highest percentage of biodiversity in the world.
Really?
For their size, because they're like the size of West Virginia.
Okay.
And the amount of plants and animals they have is just like insane. Which, walking around, it was like, because that first day when we got in, we couldn't check in yet, left our luggage, walked down. You just walk down this path, but it's through a jungle to get to the beach. Mm-hmm. And you just see like these huge spiders and like just creatures and like massive leaves and plants. And you're just like, holy shit, this is the jungle.
Fuck, this is the fucking jungle. Yeah, I don't want to hike any off-trail shit through here.
Yeah. But so we ended up booking this lady through Airbnb experiences, and she was from Serbia.
Uh-huh.
And she lived in Canada and was working there and hated her life. Like, she the way she explained it. And so she visited Costa Rica, and she's like, I'm just gonna move here. And so she moved there and started a tourism company. And then she told us, she was like, and I don't know if she was basically just admitting that this is what she's doing, but she's like, oh, this is the easiest place to move to. Everybody moves here. Everybody loves it. And it's an hour away from Panama.
Mm-hmm.
So to maintain, like, you get a 90-day tourist visa. So what people do, they move there. Then after 90 days is about to hit, they go visit Panama and come back. You just go there for a couple hours, come back, you're fine. It resets.
Really?
Yep, it resets the tourist visa. So that's all you do. She's like, there's people, it's so easy, and there's people that own houses, own businesses, and they do that still until they can get their residency.
So they're pretty much like, yo, let's just go watch a movie.
Yeah.
And then come back, and then we're reset?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, man, don't let... No, not don't. I'm trying to change things. Let these things start going my way and let positive.
There you go.
Fucking get a little spot, goddamn Costa Rica.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that's why it was spiritual. You get to see shit like this, and where she's like, when we told her that we both work from home, she's like, "Oh, you should be here all the time. Like, you should. Why aren't you like doing all this all the time?" And it's like, "Oh yeah,
Word.
I mean, that's valid." But like, so this like. She basically, I thought it was just going to be like a hike and kind of silly in my mind. Turned out to be fucking awesome. Like, it was my favorite thing we did. But first, so it takes us on a hike, and it's kind of the same type of path we were on, but she's explaining all the things we're seeing. Yeah. Like this, there were lines of these ants carrying tiny leaves. They're called leaf cutter ants. Ants. Yeah, where they carry little leaves. And then there's an ant at an intersection that inspects all the leaves, and the good ones they take, and the other ones they drop. So there's just all these little leaves, and then they grow fungus on them to eat.
No shit, like, the ants do?
Yeah.
No.
And then she's like,
this was a fucking Magic School Bus episode, right?
Yeah. But she's like, if you look up there, you can see howler monkeys, and like at first you can't. Same with sloths, you can't really see them because they're just up.
They're up there chilling,
and they don't really come down.
Yeah.
Like howler monkeys, not at all. They never come down. They're just always up.
They're like, fuck that and fuck you guys.
Yeah, but you could hear them at night. It was so loud. It sounds like a death metal like animal. Like just like, yeah, just these loud at night. And then you see them, they're just little fucking monkeys.
These little tiny little things just losing it.
Yeah. So this lady, she takes us on a cool hike to a cliff, telling us all this stuff, and it's like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Like I kind of thought it was gonna be, I don't know. I just had like, expectations.
We're gonna walk through the jungle like that.
Yeah. And I think just because I assume most tourists suck, that like any kind of experience for them is gonna be like Americanized and be like, oh, it's gonna suck because Americans are here. Mm-hmm. But so the next thing, she's like, all right, I'm gonna take you to there's a farm where these indigenous people own, and they live there, and they're trying to bring back iguanas. And she's like, I gotta stop and get some God, what's that? It's a flower. Oh man, it's a pink flower that's hibiscus.
Oh, hibiscus. Okay.
So she's like, hold on, I have to get some flowers to feed the lizards. And I was just like, all right. She just pulls over on the side, runs out, chops off a bunch of flowers, puts them in a bag. And then she's like, yeah, so these are friends of mine. They run this whole like area, and basically what had happened is people were eating iguanas, like, and so they became endangered. And it was one of those like aphrodisiac things where they're like, if you eat an iguana with eggs, like a pregnant female iguana, it's an aphrodisiac. And
leave it to these people to fucking do some stupid crazy. Oh, just give me a reason to just go hunt something and be a psychopath, pretty much.
It always has to be a horny reason, like we got to kill rhinos for their horns.
Yeah.
But so, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of getting interesting. We pull into this place, and it's like, it's a jungle farm. You're in the fucking jungle. And she calls ahead, talks to a lady. We pull up, and there's just this shirtless dude who's like jacked, jacked, beautiful long hair. And I can't remember his name off the top of my head, which is a bummer. I want to say it was like Manny or something pretty easy, but he's part of the Bree tribe. It's an indigenous dude who gives jungle tours, but it's like extreme jungle tours where he takes you out for 4 days.
Oh, and shit.
You get into it.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But we pull up, and she's like, oh, there's my friend, waves. And she's like, oh, I forgot, all the dogs got a virus, so don't touch the dogs.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, and there's all these dogs running around. But she's like, it can't spread to humans. It only spreads between dogs. So don't pet them because it'll spread. And we're like, oh, okay. So you get out, you're in the jungle. There's this beautiful man. And then there's just these dogs running around. You're like, hi.
Hi guys. I can't, for your safety, I can't touch you.
And the dude's just like the nicest dude. And he's like, oh, I have a present for you. And he just gets this huge long stick out. and he's like looking up at a tree, and he's like jams up, and this green fruit drops down, and he's like, do you know what this is? And I'm like, no. And he's like, it's a mandarin.
Oh shit.
Like, but he's like, the ones you have are probably little and orange. Ours are green. And he just cracks it open, and it's like a mandarin, and gives it to us. And it was the best ever. Just fresh off the tree mandarin.
He's and like, get that westernized shit out of here.
Yeah. And he's asked us where we're from, and we go, Colorado. And he goes, marijuana. So it's this.
Even in Costa Rica, they know we blaze it up in this mile high.
Yeah. Indigenous dude in Costa Rica knows what's up.
What's up? What I did? Shout out to you, you sweet fool.
Yeah. But so he's like welcomes us, and there's a couple little old ladies, and then there's just chickens everywhere, and it's like you're like, this is a real deal. And they have every plant that, because they're like completely self-sufficient. So there's like banana plants, there's that mandarin plant, there's a vanilla, like they're pointing us out, oh, here's a vanilla plant, here's a cacao, this is what the chocolate looks like.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there's this one with pink flowers, like almost right by this house, and one of the dogs is sitting under it, and she's like, do you know what that is? And the name she told us, it was like Queen of the Night, but it's called like the Devil's Trumpet.
Ooh.
And what these flowers, they're one of the most toxic hallucinogens.
Oh shit, really?
And it's like you can drink a tea of it and it's next level. If you drink too much, you're done.
I was gonna ask, like, do you die though?
Yeah. And after she pointed that out to us, I saw that at other places around where I'm just like, all right, it's just like, here's this fucking plant that makes you trip. It's just there.
But if you take too much of it, you're gonna trip to death.
Where there was a legend of a dude that did it too often, and they called him the Monkey Man, where then he just lived in the trees and was like going wild. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds sick.
He did so much drugs, he eventually thought he was a monkey.
Yeah. And so the iguana side of this is they have these iguanas in cages, and what they do is they raise them and then release. So they're releasing them, and a lot of them just leave, but some of them hang around because that's like their home.
Yeah.
So they're in the trees and stuff. And so we're kind of walking around. She's looking for iguanas, and she's just holding that hibiscus flower. And like the iguanas see that shit and they come at you. Like apparently they love that shit.
They love hibiscus.
I got all these videos, and it's just like an iguana just like, and they're big. But yeah,
if you got them, we can put them in the episode.
Yeah, so we're just feeding iguanas flowers and shit, and it's like, this is like real, because it's like crazy. It didn't feel like, I hate touristy things that feel forced, that feel like you're in a zoo or something. I hate that, where it's clearly, and this was like, oh, we're just on this farm feeding these animals, and like,
that's awesome.
So we did that, and then she got some booze. And we did a hike down to a waterfall, which was the hike was so easy compared to shit here, especially because you're at sea level.
Yeah.
But you hike down, and it's this massive waterfall. And this is another thing I love about Costa Rica. So you pull off and park, and there's just dudes hanging out, some old dudes, and they have like a little bar set up with like coconuts and rum. Just these old dudes. They don't really speak English, just hanging out. And you give them some money. They don't really care how much.
Yeah.
But like they don't own any of that, like the waterfall. They just clean it and take care of it. And then everyone there was like, all right, these guys can charge money. It's cool.
Like, all right, fuck it, whatever. They take care of this shit. So yeah, I'll buy a little rum coconut drink from you. What's up?
Yeah, but we swam in the waterfall. Like I probably wouldn't have done it, but the lady was just like, nope, you have to. Like here. Like and we swam underneath a waterfall and then hung out.
Oh, nice.
And talked. Yeah, and then that was the end, and she dropped us off in the town, and we ran around, bought stuff. Melody bought a ring we went into like this like tent, and it's just these Rastafarian dudes all hanging out.
Chilling.
Cool as hell. Yeah. I wanted to ask them if they liked 311, but
no, wrong. No. You can do that stuff. You can do that shit here.
Yeah.
They may think you're trying to be funny over there. Like funny and not the funny haha way, like in the okay, you want to talk about white reggae.
What if they know?
Yeah, white reggae, huh? Yeah.
They could know.
Yeah, let's talk about this white reggae over here in his bush real quick.
Listen, you never know. That's all.
Give you a real Caribbean beat down real quick.
311 could have been out there. Peanut could have visited and been real nice. They're good dudes. But
maybe the crew, they did have the 311 cruise. They could have went through there. I don't know.
Not sure. Oh, that was the other nice thing about that area. No fucking cruises, none of that shit.
Nice.
There's just very like real deal tourism. But how you get around, most people ride bikes. There's just basically this highway that goes down the coast. And so there's cars, you ride a bike. I was sketched out because I'm like, I totally get hit. But the way they drive there seems insane. Like it's a lot of like just flying around, but they use their lights and horns in a way to communicate.
Oh,
and it's just
hell
like, yeah. And so towards the end, it's like, oh, this like flows perfectly, like around everything. And it's like,
let me go drive there because I'm so sick and tired of driving with people here.
Yeah. It just seems chaotic, but it's like works way better than our shit.
No shit. Okay.
And so the other thing they have is tuk-tuks, which are those they're little, like, it's basically a scooter with like a cover on it and 2 seats in the back.
Oh, yeah, them things. Yeah.
So you just hop in one of those and there's these dudes.
Let's go.
And so the crazy thing that happened is the person that we got our rental from, they were just awesome. They were telling us all this stuff around, and he's like, I have this guy. He drives tuk-tuks. Here's his number. Give him a call if you need a ride. We wound up, it was after that waterfall and all that stuff. And like, I just like to walk. We're walking, then all of a sudden it's like, there's nothing around. We're just like walking down a highway and there's just random stuff. And I was like, oh, we should find that dude's number. Neither of us had it on us. It was back at the place. And so I'm like, fuck. But then we find this cool coffee shop that has like this patio up above that you can see the jungle and stuff. So we're hanging out there and I'm trying all these different ways to find like a tuk-tuk. And I just give up. Like, it's one of those, you're just tired.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to get back. And that was like the only, but so we're both just like not having a good time right then. Which everything else had been like perfect.
But it's just like, fuck, we got to walk back if we can't.
And in my mind, I'm such a fucking, I can just, it's like an hour walk. And I was like, fuck it, I'll walk an hour.
Yeah.
Melody, she did not want to walk an hour. But so we start walking. Yeah. Walking for a while. And then a tuk-tuk comes up, stops. And like, I like wave at the dude. And he's like, and we tell him where we're going, and we go, that was the dude.
Oh, shit.
That was the guy we were like looking for.
It was fate.
Yeah. And so everything, and it's like, man, shit just works out. And then we went to like a little grocery store there, and it's like just being somewhere else.
Yeah. Experiencing something different.
Yeah. And just like all the beers that were fun. Every restaurant we went to, like one was a Brazilian dude working who would just like was making us all these crazy drinks. One was like, they call them sodas, and they're basically like a family-owned restaurant that's off of their house, and it's just the family working there, and it's just like cheap. Shit's so cheap. Like,
what is it? Is it food?
Yeah, like they just make amazing food, and it's really cheap. Like in Costa Rica, like the expensive place was like about how much a restaurant here would cost. Otherwise, it was like, God, $10 for both of us. Where it was just like, for really good food.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, dude. But it was crazy. It was just like, you kind of get it too, because their whole thing is like Pura Vida, where it's like this. What does that mean? The easy life, and it's like,
oh, gotcha.
Just this chill, like incredibly chill. Where I'm interested to see the Pacific side, and my parents have been there 5 times. Only been to the Pacific side and Arenal, the volcano. So now they're thinking about going back, where they're like, we didn't even know that was out.
They want to go see the Caribbean side.
Yeah.
You're going to get there and be like, oh, these white people are about to make me lose my shit.
Oh, and so the last thing I want to tell you about is called the Jaguar Rescue Center. And so no Jaguars. I can't remember why it's named that.
Damn.
But I bet they would. They had like an insane, I can't remember. It's like hunting cat, big jungle cat. Can't remember what it wasn't an ocelot. They had one of those.
Okay.
But so it was like these 2 Spanish people who were both professors at University of Madrid. Like, and they were like, one was a reptile expert, one was a big cat expert. Or was it monkeys? It might have been monkeys. they both end up moving to Costa Rica around the same time, and then they meet and fall in love.
Oh.
And then so
It's
they're
fate.
like, yeah, so they're like, let's open. There's, as far as like when animals get hurt, there's nothing to really do. Like back, like it's like, oh, this sloth's hurt. Well, that's what happens.
That's what happens out here in the fucking jungle.
Yeah.
With the giant spiders the size of your face.
Yeah, dude, those big spiders though apparently don't mess with humans.
Really?
Like they just kill the mosquitoes and everything, so people love them.
Oh,
like,
hell
they're
yeah.
not poisonous.
So
like,
they live not poisonous too?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Like the first time I saw one, I was like, fuck, that's terrifying. Yeah. But then after that, it's like, oh yeah, they stay out of the way.
They just eat all the mosquitoes and the other bugs. Hell yeah, you can chill over here.
So those people opened this like a rescue center, basically a hospital for animals. And then the dude passed away. The lady still lives there in like a house above like the visitor center. And she takes care of all these animals at night. And so what happens is anytime an animal's hurt, people bring it there.
Oh.
And then they do their best to like rehab and get the animal back out to the wild.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of times where the animal can't go back to the wild. It'll die.
Yeah.
So then they have like a place for them where it's like keeping these animals.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And so you take this tour. The dude that gave our tour was from Colorado. Like just a bearded, tattooed dude from Colorado.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, who'd been out there once and loved it. And so he moved there. And that's like everybody's thing is like, went there once, loved it, moved there. But like,
you might as well, man. The world's so weird and wacky now. Just fucking whatever way you think you can make to find your way. Just do it.
Yeah. It's not like you don't have forever, so you might as well just go for it.
Yeah, and the whole thing of have a plan is kind of bullshit. It doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But like, so this place, they give tours, they take you through it. Costa Rica passed a law because there were so many photo farms.
Photo farms?
Do you know what that is?
No,
There's some of those here where you can pose with a wild animal.
Oh.
Like there's one near here. There must be one near here where they drug like a tiger and then people take pictures with the tiger.
All right, look,
I've
first
seen
of
that
all,
shit.
I've heard about that. First of all, it's going to be the exact same thing I say with the people, the matadors who do the fucking bullfighting. If you going to fuck with them, a fucking wild animal, fuck with it in nature. Because if you die, it's your fault.
Yep.
If you fuck with it and you die, it's your fault. You want a picture? Oh, cool. Go take a picture with Simba, who's not really fucking... That's not Matthew Broderick underneath there. It's a goddamn lion. He will eat you.
Yeah. So that had been like a major problem in Costa Rica. There were all these places with like sloths or like monkeys where tourists would come, get their pictures with an animal. That animal was being abused and mistreated.
Gross. Disgusting.
So they passed a thing. It's illegal to take pictures of a human in any place with those animals.
Nice.
So like even just accidentally taking a picture with like one of the people helping in it is illegal technically.
Oh shit.
So they're like taking it very serious, which is good.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think your first instinct would be, oh man, I want a picture with a sloth. Like that'd be fun. Because you don't really think about how all that happens. You think it's like, But so the majority of the animals we saw there had either at one point been in a photo farm or people kept it as a pet and just mistreated it.
Oh, dang.
Like we saw a sloth that it just wouldn't grow. So it's still really tiny.
Oh, shit.
It just wouldn't grow. So they couldn't release it back to the wild. So she lives there. There was a deer, which the deer is like the #1 animal of Costa Rica. Like it's on their money.
No, the deer is?
White-tailed deer.
Oh,
which is crazy, but it's like the most important animal.
They hate Bambi.
Yeah. Within like that ecosystem. But this deer, its tongue's hanging out of its mouth. It looks kind of funny and cute. And it like, because there's animals that they're keeping there, and then there's wild animals that just hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And this deer just hangs out. And apparently what happened is a bunch of kids threw fireworks at it, scared it, and it ran into a tree, and now its face is a little messed up, and that's why its tongue hangs out.
Damn.
Like there's never like a fun story for why, like there's a toucan. There's a toucan there that has brain damage, and it just like hops around and looks at you. Like it's the weird, but it's like, yeah, he has brain damage.
How you gonna end this? How you gonna come to the end of this damn near podcast with this beautiful story of Costa Rica and depress us about fucking messed up animals?
Do you want to hear about the monkeys, the spider monkeys?
No, I don't want to hear
the spider
any.
monkeys. It's redeeming though. There were 3 spider monkeys.
Okay.
One was kept as a pet where they were feeding it chicken and rice because that's what everybody eats there, and Coca-Cola.
I thought you were going to sit there giving the monkey cocaine. They turned this monkey into a drug addict. That's
what they do in Colombia, dude.
That's Colombia. Wow. But no offense to any Colombians. Good Lord.
Yeah, no offense. You guys love cocaine though.
But Al Pacino isn't really Tony Montana.
But this monkey, teeth all rotted out from fucking coke. But the people that had it as a pet just didn't know any better. They just didn't know. This monkey showed up. They kept it as a pet, fed it what they ate. But now this monkey lives there, eating fruit, eating all the good stuff. And so they're basically like, yeah, this is his retirement. He gets to like live out his final days.
And eat all the mushy shit here.
Yeah, and that's one of the monkeys was kept at a photo farm in like a weird like small cage, so it had like mental issues.
Oh shit.
But that's what was cool about it is it's not just a zoo where it's like, hey, here's this animal from this other place. It kind of hates being here, but whatever. This place, it's like they're there for a reason, and if they can't, their goal is to let them free. But if they can't, the animal just can't survive, then they're going to take care of it. So it's like uplifting.
It's like a little habitat facility where it's just like, hey, if they can't survive out there in the wild, we'll help them naturally survive in here.
Yeah. And it's like completely like the government gives them no money.
But the government, it's privately owned.
Yeah, and it's all 100% on donations. So everything that keeps them going. It's the Jaguar Rescue Center. Puerto Viejo, that was the name of the town I couldn't remember earlier.
Okay.
But yeah, like the dude who gave us the tours, like, yeah, I'm a 100% volunteer. Like, if you want to give me a tip, that's awesome. But I'm just here because I love animals.
Fuck yeah, that's dope. Yeah.
So Jaguar Rescue Center, follow them on Instagram. You can see some cool animals.
Hell yeah.
And if you ever want to donate, there's like, they need like all kinds of stuff. But it's crazy because like they just showed us a little bit. That's like the area you got to see. It goes hundreds of yards all the way back to the jungle where there's like all kinds of animals, but they don't want humans around those animals because they're the ones that get to go back out. Like they just want to make sure like wild animals should just not be around humans is the bottom line.
Wild animals have no need to really interact with humans. Like,
that's why like their whole thing too, they showed us all these different snakes. They had all these like snakes, and that's like the big thing there. Like spiders won't hurt you. The big cats, one of the big cats.
But the fucking snakes will.
Yeah. He was like, the snakes. Like, if you see a snake, get away from it, no matter what.
Yeah.
And
don't risk it.
Yep. But they had like that. I wish I remembered the breed of the cat they had, but that was one of the first animals they got. And it was just this like jungle cat, Spots. And they tried to release it. And it
leopard, cheetah, lynx.
It's one I'd never heard of.
Okay.
But I'll if I remember it, I'll
some
throw
crazy.
it in the
okay,
comments. Yeah. But like, it kept coming back. They released it far away. It came back, and so the government's like, "You just got to keep it."
Yeah, I just got to keep it now.
So they built. They're like, and this thing, it couldn't be around other animals. It would destroy them.
No shit.
Like it killed a bunch of their animals the first time.
Damn, but it was like, let me stay here, but don't let me around these other people.
Yeah, and so he told us like the most metal story ever, where so this cat's in this thing, and it's not that big, doesn't really look dangerous, looks kind of like a big house cat. And he was like, yeah, like, and the cage, there's holes like that between like the cage, tiny holes. If a bird would get close to it, it would fly out of nowhere, and you just see feathers, and it would yank the bird through the hole.
It would reach its head through, or its arm through the hole?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, and birds have their bones are hollow, so just
That's right, birds just get sucked through the tiniest holes. Like,
but then he was
man.
Then the worst thing happened. He was like, there was a sloth that got a little too close.
No.
And there was a tour going through at the time.
Oh shit.
And the cat wound up trying to pull the sloth through the hole. Sloth wouldn't go.
Sloth's like, what the
and that like it breaks through to like pull the sloth in.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah. And so he's like, yep. So that's my favorite animal here.
No, hold on. I need to look at what the fuck cat this is. What is this cat here? Let me see.
Here, I'll see.
Costa Rican jungle cat.
I'm looking at their website right now. Oh man. Oh, there's that brain dead toucan. He's cool.
Because that shit sounds like a margay, a puma, a Jaguar an
It might have been a margay. Margay sounds...
I don't know, but if that shit tried to... if a cat reaches through a cage to grab a sloth and it can't bring the sloth in and then rips the cage open to continue dragging in the sloth...
Yeah.
That's Michael Myers as a cat there. We just watched that shit.
But that's what jungle cats are. They're Michael Myers.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Jungle cats are Michael Myers.
They'll just fuck
They're
shit.
They're savage.
Up.
They don't care. They don't care about your relationship, Big and Little John. They don't care.
Yeah. But dude, being around that kind of stuff too is like, it's just awesome. Like being in a jungle.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like it's the morbid nature and the curiosity of just like, this is raw earth. Like this is a fucking joke. There's people don't go through here. Like people live in the spots they live for a reason. Like they stay out of the other shit here.
Yeah. Like I don't like the idea of being at a resort, being somewhere where everything's tailored towards vacationing and stuff. So that was cool.
I also don't want to do something where if I take one wrong left, I'm in the fucking jungle and I can't find my way out. Well, I also don't want that.
I just I've seen the movie, but The Ruins. I read the book.
Oh yeah, The Ruins. Oh yeah, it was a book, huh? How does the book differ from the movie?
There's only slight things where like a dude's the one that thinks the vine's inside of him. The Greek guy is the one that breaks his legs. It's just, they kind of just changed shit up to make it a little more. Oh, and no one survives. They all die. Where in the movie, like the girl gets away and it's like, wait a minute, isn't there like an infection within her that's going to kill everyone now that she got away? I thought the girl
died at the end of it.
No,
I thought everyone died at the end.
She gets in a Jeep and takes off because I had to rewatch the movie.
Oh shit, that's right. I just thought in the movie everyone died. I forgot.
Yeah, but that's after being in the jungle and then like being like, oh yeah, I could totally see this. Like, you take the wrong turn, you go somewhere where locals tell you not to go,
and you're fucked.
You're done. Like game over.
You're fucked. It's that easy. It's that. And you know why locals tell you that? Because even people who've been around there, fucking, it's accidentally happened to them.
Yeah,
they've gotten lost.
And it's like shit. The mountains here, the Rocky Mountains, great. You feel like that energy, that wild stuff, but that was like a whole different level. It can happen
here too.
Yeah.
Or there. It's there. I'm not even in Colorado. Right
and it can happen there. The one thing though, humidity. Woo! I wasn't ready for that.
Motherfucker, you in the jungle, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was, I was mentally prepared for like Florida-ish humidity.
No, it ain't Nebraska, homie. It's going to be different.
Yep. But this is like, you're getting...
That's different continent. You closer to the equator is what that is.
It was brutal for like the first day.
Imagine Arizona and then humidity to match Arizona.
Yeah.
And then there you go.
Yeah, I highly recommend Costa Rica.
That's why that jungle cat was so pissed off. It's so fucking hot underneath all that fur. It was like, nah, I'm hungry. Get your ass over here now. Don't make me wait in this heat.
Anyone that wants to go there, Brandon's talking about going there for his honeymoon.
Honeymoon? That would be a nice honeymoon.
I'm gonna tell him to go there, but not tell him.
I don't even know if we gave them the official shout out on this podcast, but a shout out to Brandon and Kelsey on getting married.
Yeah, pandemic wedding. But maybe I'll help him out. Or I'll set a booby trap. I'll be like, yeah, just go and stand next to this cage.
You're gonna get him fucked up by a jungle cat. That's fucked up.
But yeah, it was totally worth it. Good times.
Yeah, man, that seems like it's definitely worth it. That'd be a great time. Because traveling to a place is what most people worry about. If you have a round trip travel to Costa Rica for $300, you're like, yeah, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah,
I'll make something work with whatever the fuck I'm staying down there, and especially if the exchange rate is what you say.
Yeah,
$600 American for a whole Costa Rica trip. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. And the place we stayed was $60 a night for this awesome place. I've already started looking at other. So there was a house for sale near where we were staying. And of course, I fucked up and looked to see how expensive it was.
Our personal conversations are about to leak onto this podcast more if you just want to
so
get these houses.
A Costa Rican house with a fucking pool.
Let's go.
Super close to a beach, like walkable down to a beach.
Let's go.
And it was 4-bedroom, 5-bath.
Okay.
$380,000 American.
Yo, dog, can you work down there? Will your job let you work out of Costa Rica?
I could.
I'm gonna sell these motherfucking scripts, and we are taking our asses to fucking Costa Rica. Are you kidding me?
That's why people move there.
Yo. Okay, so now what I have to ask is, geography-wise, how does it do with storms? Does it suffer from fucking storms a lot? Okay.
I was like, do you guys get hurricanes? She's like, nope.
Earthquakes?
The worst they get is like a lot of rain that floods.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Because I was ready for like hurricane, typhoon, monsoons, shit like that.
What the fuck
and she
I'm
was like,
wondering
no,
about.
we barely ever get that.
No shit.
Yeah. That's
Yo.
more up closer to the Gulf, like Puerto Rico and around there. They get hit all the time.
Gotcha.
But yeah. And it's the temp when we were there, 75 at night, 85 during the day. Where it's just perfect. We went to this restaurant.
Was it hot at night still or no?
A little bit, but it wasn't. There was no sun, and it was perfect for just walking around.
Nice.
But it's also pitch black.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, in the jungle it gets fucked. The jungle is like the country, just dark as shit.
Yeah, like you're in rural jungle.
Yeah,
but like
definitely don't step off the road.
So we wanted like for the last night that we were in that area, wanted like good Caribbean food. I found this place called Selvin. And every restaurant you go to, it was masks. This one, you even had to wash your hands. Nice. Even though it's like technically outdoors, it's like kind of an out patio. And I had the best, holy shit, it was Caribbean chicken. It was so good. Like I've never had chicken that's just like falling off the bone. Like, but walking there and back, I was terrified because it's like, and I brought headlamps because I was like, I kind of knew. Like, oh yeah, at night it's gonna be dark as fuck. Oh yeah. So I'm just walking around holding this light, and it's just like pitch black, like jungle all around you. But it was badass. It was so good.
Yeah, no, that's the kind of shit where it's just like you get that kind of primal excitement.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's dangerous, but this is cool. But like, oh shit.
Yeah. But I put all of them up. Most of the stuff I took on Instagram's on like a thing, so you can watch them.
Nice.
You can see a monkey with some big ass balls. You can see like all kinds of cool shit.
Nice. Big old huevo monkey.
Yeah, dude. They got big balls.
AC/DC over. I've got big balls.
But yeah, man, once I saw that you could get this massive house with a pool for like how much you would. I don't think you can. There's no house in Denver right now for $380,000.
House? No. I don't even know if you can get a condo for that.
No. It's like starts at $500,000 for like.
God, you can maybe rent a garage.
Yeah.
For that much.
I now understand why my parents are old. They've kind of stopped recently, but they were always talking about moving to the Caribbean. And it's like, oh, they should have done it. Now they're getting up there. It's harder to move.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm going to go down there. I'm going to become the Dog the Bounty Hunter of Costa Rica.
You better not. Minus the problematic shit. Minus not.
But that was a crazy thing to think. Like, I could literally do my job here. I'm in Mountain Time Zone right now. Like, it's just direct south.
Wait, like, seriously?
Yeah, dude.
No
it's
fucking way.
Mountain and Central, I think.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Where it's like there's no time difference. It definitely, I think being closer to the equator, sun came up at like 5 and went down at 5.
Gotcha.
But that was pretty awesome because then you just get up early.
Mm-hmm. And it's cooler sooner.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
But I'm definitely now thinking that I should just live down there, and have to go to Panama every 90 days.
Worst things to do.
Well, like my salary down there, I'd be able to live. Like I'd be killing it down there.
Dog, I'm saying. Hey, let's just be real. Look, I wouldn't necessarily at this point in time really want to live anywhere else outside of the US. However, if I had things that would afford me the ability to be able to live comfortably outside of the US, oh, you bet your sweet ass, I'll go live around some other brown-skinned people. Yes, let me go live around people who know how to naturally tan. Maybe that's why they're not as angry.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me try it.
There were definitely like, as far as the white people on the Caribbean coast, it was lots of tattoos, lots of dreadlocks.
Okay.
Lots of people talking about vibrations.
Yeah, man, like I just fucking like this place is just speaking to me, bro. Like, man.
But it's like I think a lot of them were people that had moved there because like one gal was talking about her yoga studio, and it's like I think you just wind up down there.
You know, I give people shit for that, but realistically, some people just are what they are. Like, it just some people just get down there and they're just like, yeah, this is kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and like in that environment,
no judgment.
That's like, as far as white people go, that's what I want to. I'm like, yeah, they're just chill as fuck talking about their yoga shit. They're not like the weird, aggressive American tourist. Like,
hey, it's like, hey, so
Light.
since I've been down here, no one's bothered to learn English any better. So I think y'all should fix that. They're not doing that, which is good.
Oh, and there's definitely something that happened where I got up to go to the bathroom at a restaurant, and like when I first looked around, no one had masks on. And so in my brain, I didn't even think about it. And I get up, and the lady's like, mascara, like, and I'm like, oh shit, sorry. Put it on, but then in my brain, I'm like, wait a minute, there's like all these other, and I was like, oh, they're fucking locals. Like, I'm the one that's could be bringing shit to their town.
Yeah, you fucking disease-carrying white boy. They learned from your European ancestor. Put your goddamn mask on.
And I didn't want to be like, I took a test yesterday, I'm good. But instead, I was
they
just
should have been like, we're not the indigenous.
Right.
We're not the indigenous of North America. Don't come over here with that shit.
If someone yells at me in another language, I immediately do whatever they're asking. Because I'm like, you're right. I'm definitely wrong.
I'm probably fucking up in some way. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. So what about you? What are you into lately? What's going on?
Oh, man. Just getting this audio drama concept in order.
There you go.
Just getting that. Still working on some stuff. And then really, man, not putting too much pressure on myself to not have to do shit since I'm not, wrestling or anything like that.
Yeah, hey.
So finally getting into that where it's like I can still do stuff, but I don't have to like try and burn myself out and be going like fifth gear all the time. So enjoying that a little bit.
Dude, I'm just going to pitch. You and I moved to Costa Rica. We open a beach / arcade / we make it look exactly like the bar in Hackers.
Fuck yes, let's go.
In Costa Rica on a beach.
Let's go.
And we just become, and it's called Dude Suite. Come down to Dude Suite. We're chilling.
Come on. Y'all come stay with us. Every 90 days we'll go to Panama for the day. Come back with a few upgrades.
Take everybody down. Just a beach arcade.
Sorry, we were closed on this day from this time to this time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wonder if they have like luchadors or wrestling down there. I didn't even know
they do. I heard that they do. You just kind of have to go out and look for it. Yeah.
It's probably in the bigger, like in San Jose or like Liberia, I think was the other big place. Then
I've heard that they kind of go like travel around a little bit too.
Yeah.
But you'd have to,
I would start doing stand up again, but just to like the expats and the tourists. Like, you guys know about 311 and just crush. Yeah. Just tear the roof off.
Yeah, you have someone's like, what's my energy color? It's amber. Fucking everyone starts going crazy.
Yeah. We already talked about the new Halloween, so.
We already did, yeah. Other than that, let's see. I was catching up on My Hero Academia. I'm still starting / catching up on Hunter x Hunter.
Nice.
Demon Slayer. I'm still fucking One Piece. The fucking One Piece manga is getting let's go. What else have I been working on? Tattoo ideas.
Nice.
Really, that I want. Other than that, man, that's all I've been doing right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
And you? And then just obviously, as always, watching horror movies. Just tons of horror movies. Gaia is great. If anyone likes Annihilation, Gaia is kind of along that. It's really good.
Okay.
And then, what was another one? I know it came out in 2014, but just watch The House is October Built.
Oh, all right.
Pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I like a lot of these ones. They're done well. So
nice.
There's some ones out there that obviously you don't get to because you're not always sure if it's a horror movie you really want to spend your time watching. Is it gonna be shit? Is it gonna be good? But yeah, there are some ones that tend to stick out. But yeah, they're
nice.
They're good. They're good.
Nice.
So, and then I just guess I'll end that with saying Malignant versus Freddy. Let's go.
I want Malignant versus Mike Myers. Oh, hold on. Austin Powers versus Michael Myers.
Austin Powers versus Michael Myers, yes.
Because you got
Michael Myers the actor versus Michael Myers. He can be any role. He can be Austin Powers. He can be the role he was in My Wife Married or I Married an Axe Murderer or whatever the fuck.
He could be Wayne.
He could be he could be Wade. He could be the fucking he could be the German or not the German, one of the fucking colonels in Inglourious Bastards. He could be the fucking love guru.
Oh, that'd be the ultimate.
I don't know. I feel like there's some other stuff in there, but I can't remember.
Yeah. I feel like I've watched some scary movies, but not as many as I should.
Well, I just watch them all year round anyway.
Yeah.
But then we just make an effort to ramp it up this time of the year.
Yeah. I've been trying to stay caught up on things because usually I watch everything.
Yeah.
But I got distracted because I'm playing the new Metroid game.
Oh, shit. How is it?
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah?
Metroid Dread. Yeah.
Nice.
It's so frustrating, but so good.
Good.
Because they basically... The OG Metroid games, I remember playing those and just eventually you hit a point where you're like, this is just too much. Like, this is too much.
It's fucking insane. I was like, this is what y'all doing right here? I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't have...
But it's perfect. It's fun. I just dove into that and haven't really stopped. So
nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But that's about it for me. That and got back from the trip into my new position with the company I work for.
Look at that. That's
got
right.
That big raise.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
All
right.
I can say about that
man is making $20,000 a week. Anybody who needs loan, ask this man.
I'm a Bitcoin millionaire now.
Man.
Like it was kind of crazy. I'll keep it super brief, but it's like one of those things where it's like an opportunity came up. I was like, oh, I'm not qualified for that, but fuck it. Let's go.
Fuck it, man. You gotta take the chance.
Yeah. And even just going into it with the mentality of like, you know what? On paper, I'm not the guy, but let me tell you why. And that's, I wound up with, So that's the way it is.
Hell,
and it feels good. Feels nice. Feels like a sweeter dude.
You forcing it down. Force it.
Yeah. Dudesweetcast.com. IanDouglasTerry.com, even though I haven't put shit up in a long time, but hopefully.
It's all good.
I want to eventually, like, what reminded me when Joe was on, I was like, I need to get some of those videos and some of that audio of that stuff up online somewhere. So
you could have did a little travel blog on your website too.
Oh my gosh. I meant to. I bought like a cool little notebook where I was going to write every day. Didn't write a single word.
Not a single thing.
I have the best intentions, but
I feel you. Sometimes you're just like, no.
Yep. I'm like, I just want to sit. I definitely got to just sit and enjoy. So
hell yeah. You got to enjoy that shit. Take that time out. Shout out project-nerd.com for all your nerdly needs, podcast
Project
articles,
Nerd,
all your other shit like that. I don't know. I guess you can catch me on either fucking Steam or Xbox or PlayStation at Blaxican Thunder.
There you go.
I mean,
he's out there.
Not that I fucking play online anyway, but if you just want to add me or whatever for shits and gigs, sure.
We gotta dive into the new No Man's Sky stuff, but
I know I need to play it. I downloaded it. I need to just start over from scratch and just start a new complete game in this whole thing.
It's overwhelming sometimes with these damn video games.
Dude, especially because No Man's Sky is starting to deliver exactly what it said it was going to be from the beginning, and everyone's understanding how fucking overwhelming it actually is.
They got big ass sandworms now. I gotta see them.
Yo.
Oh, I tried to watch Dune, but I fell asleep. But that's not a judgment on the movie. That's just me being old and washed. But it was good. I'm gonna finish it. It's a long movie.
I have to go watch.
Yeah, but I already I read the books and watched all the other stuff. So, but just seeing it, and plus Jason Momoa is in it, and he's a big dude.
He's a big dude. Gotcha. I gotta go rewatch.
Batista too.
Batista. Okay, I gotta go watch the OG Dune and then watch this one. But yeah,
it's a lot. It's dense.
I'll get to it.
Hell yeah.
I'll get to it.
That's another Dude Sweet theme. We'll get to it.
There's a lot of stuff we'll get to. I don't know, shit. Maybe we'll just do a bunch of movie reviews. We'll just do the Dude Sweet version of like, I don't know, honest movie trailers or fucking.
We'll start
kill count. Found flicks.
We'll have homework where we have to watch certain movies and then talk about them.
Shit, I'm down. You know me. Let's Mystery Science Theater 3000. This thing. I don't care. I ain't trying to monetize off of YouTube anyway. What's up?
Hell yeah. Thanks for listening.
Thank you guys for listening as always.
Jaguar Rescue Center. Go check them out. Go down there. Don't touch animals.
No. Don't do that. Don't do
but
that
also
either.
Suck it.
Suck it. Later.
Don't suck the animals.